In this video, we will talk about the process that we will take to help you become a CPT, consistently profitable trader. You became a trader to make money, but you must forego the thought of money for a small time and focus on mastery. If you master the skill, you will have unlimited income potential. As George Leonard mentions in his book on mastery, it's about a process, a journey. The master is the one who stays on the path day after day, year after year. The master is the one who is willing to try and fail and try again for as long as he or she lives. The change in my trading career came when I turned my focus from money to mastery. In terms of trading US 30, I wanted to be Kobe Bryant. The goal of making money was lifted from my shoulders at that moment. As a result of that weight being lifted and mastering the skill became the focus, I became a more successful trader. From now on, focus on the process and mastery instead of focusing on how much money you will make. Start thinking about how you will become a good trader, a great trader, a master trader. And this is how you will eventually become successful and make a lot of money. So we will take the journey of mastery together. I have also taken lessons from the book Peak by Anders Ericsson, who said, even the most motivated and intelligent student will advance more quickly under the tutelage of someone who knows the best order in which to learn things, who understands and can demonstrate the proper way to perform various skills, who can provide useful feedback, and who can devise practice activities designed to overcome particular weaknesses. So you made the right choice by being here, being under my tutelage. I'm going to help you. And in order to help you get funded, I have put together a route that will take you out of your comfort zone and allow you to develop the skills you need. So you should follow all the steps carefully and do not skip them out of haste. Each step has a purpose and will increase your chances of becoming a CPT and getting funded. So let's jump into it. Okay, let's get into the ProfitX learning path. As I mentioned in the book Peak, Anders Ericsson talks about how even the most intelligent student will advance more quickly if they have a guided path, if they have someone to put what they need to learn in the proper order. So I'm going to try to place things in the proper order to help you become a CPT in the shortest amount of time. I can give you the path, I can give you the knowledge, but you will have to do the work. It all will come down to you. So in the previous video, we talked about the path to becoming a CPT, the different levels, going from negative to break even to staggered months, or just right above break even, and then becoming consistently profitable. Now, when it comes to trying to become funded, most people focus on becoming funded. They focus on passing the challenge. They focus on verification. They focus on getting that first profit split. They dream and salivate about the first six-figure profit split, when in reality, we should be focused on becoming a CPT. We should do everything that we can to become a CPT, because it is becoming a CPT that will guide us and lead us to being able to make 10% for the month, 15% for the month. And in actuality, most people don't understand this, but what prop firms are asking you to do is to flip an account, because in reality, they say it's a 100K challenge, but you only have $10,000 to lose. So in fact, if you only have $10,000 to lose and you have to make 10,000, then you actually have to flip an account. So the failure rate is very high because most people can't flip an account without blowing it. Most people don't have the precision and the risk management. They don't have the playbook. They don't have what they need in order to flip an account. But I flipped accounts before I flipped accounts before I took the challenge. And it was through flipping accounts that I gained precision, that I learned that I needed to have a certain level of, consistency and a certain level of execution in order to pass the challenge. So what we're going to focus on is becoming a CPT. Now, what are the skills of the CPT? I want you to start adopting the mindset that you want to become a CPT. I want to become a consistently profitable trader. Don't focus on the money. Focus on becoming a CPT. And then if you focus on becoming a CPT, the money will follow. Think about it. There are services out there that allow you to pay them for them to pass your challenge. If I wanted to start a service, I can start a service right now where I would allow people to pay me to pass their challenge. But what happens is people pay for someone else to pass the challenge, and then when they get the profit split, they lose the account, right? So don't go that route. But what I'm bringing this up because people have so much confidence in their process. I have so much confidence in my process that I believe that I can accept money and pass a challenge for a person because I've created a system. And that's the same thing that you're going to do. You're going to create a system. You're going to gain the skills that you need. You're going to create the system that you need, and then you'll be able to pass the challenge, get profit splits, and pass multiple challenges. So let's start with the skills of the CPT. If you gain these skills, then you'll hit your goal. One of the things that traders do when they start is they start to learn a bunch of patterns, and those patterns are not contextualized. Those patterns are almost random. Flag patterns, pennant patterns, head and shoulders, double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, etc. But what we need to do, the CPT, the core of the CPT's trading business is his or her playbook. You have to start building your playbook, and the playbook has to have setups in it that have edge. We're going to talk about the importance of edge later on in a few videos. Okay, so the CPT must build a playbook, and that playbook has to be the core definitive source of their main decisions when it comes to trading. So I don't take trades that are outside of my playbook. I only start to risk my real capital, my funded capital, on trades that are listed in my playbook and that have been validated and tested for edge. That's number one. That's the core of your business. Without the playbook, you will most likely, it'll be hard for you to be successful. Okay. So the playbook is number one. Now, the next thing that the CPT needs is risk management. Okay. We're going to call these the big four. So throughout the course, when I reference the big four, I want you to think about playbook, risk management, performance, and psychology. Okay. Those are the big four. Those are your pillars. Those are the pillars of the CPT. And the one that holds it all up is the playbook with edge. All of the others are supporting pillars. So we're talking about the big four of the CPT. So risk management. Now, risk management goes beyond over risking. When people think about risk management, they think about over leveraging. But risk management goes beyond just over leveraging. Risk management has to be structured. Your risk plan, you have to have a risk plan that is structured. And I'm going to give you in this course one of the risk plans of the pros, okay? How pros manage risk in order to, number one, keep their wins more than the losses. And then number two, how as they go into equity, how as they have a rise in equity, they risk more to maximize their gains, as well as if they go into drawdown, they reduce the risk. Normally, beginners, what they do is as they go into drawdown, they increase their risk. And as they go into profit, they decrease the risk. So the beginners do the inverse of what the pros do. So we're going to have a detailed discussion on risk management so you can learn how to manage your risk like a pro. Then performance. For the first almost 2 years of my trading career, I had no idea about the importance of performance and execution when it comes to trading. No idea. Academies, some of the gurus, some of the marketers, they never talk about performance or give it enough attention. So one of the big four pillars of the CPT is performance and execution. You have to be able to trade well. You have to be able to have the focus and intensity that you need in order to manage, in order to enter your trades at the right price. You have to be able to exit your trades at the right price. You have to be disciplined enough to follow your trading plan. And this takes practice. You have to be disciplined enough and skilled enough to execute your playbook every time you see it. This takes practice. This takes training. So we will focus on performance like a pro athlete. We will do reps. When it comes to the playbook, we will do reps of back testing, reps of training. We will create highlight reels so that you can watch them in 2x in order to help your mind have and gain more exposure to the plays in your playbook. So this is coming. And then psychology. Psychology is one of the big four. We will talk about psychology all throughout the course. But one of the big things that affects psychology is a misunderstanding about how we make money. And then number two is a misunderstanding of what edge is. So we're going to discuss psychology. We're going to discuss how to accept losses and how to see them as business expenses in the course. But remember, if you stop the course right now, if you left me today and you took these 4 pillars and investigated them on your own, you will be successful. If you get these 4 pillars down, you will be successful. So now, how are we going to do it? What's the path? So I've broken the course down into 3 stages. And the first stage is learning core knowledge. So this is where you're learning the core knowledge of how we make money. We're going to learn about the law of supply and demand. People don't excel when it comes to trading because they treat trading like they treat the slot machines or gambling or the casino. They download an app, they're pressing buttons, they see prices going up, going down. They see all of these shiny lights and don't understand the dynamics of what is happening behind the market. So we're gonna start off with the law of supply and demand and how prices actually move in a detailed manner to help you understand why certain trades just don't make sense. If you knew better, there's an expression. If you knew better, you would do better. So there's certain times we get into the market, we overtrade, we hold on to trades, we marry trades. But if you understand the dynamics of the supply and demand and what is happening at certain points in the market, it will just not make sense. Certain things that we do just wouldn't make sense. Certain things that our emotions entice us to do just wouldn't make sense to do because we understand the dynamics of what's happening behind the scenes, what the institutions are doing, the large institutions, the central banks, the big financial institutions, the hedge funds, etc. Then we'll learn how to analyze the market. We'll learn about the 4 price cycles. These 4 price cycles have been utilized by major players, major multi-million-dollar traders. And sometimes these 4 price cycles, they're hard to decode because some of the literature on them is very academic. So in this course, I'm going to break down the 4 price cycles and how I use them every day to trade US 30. And you'll see why I may be buying when other people are selling or trying to time a sell, right? You may see why I may be selling when other people are buying, because it's attributed to the 4 price cycles that the market are in that you can break down, you can see in the chart. We don't get into that. Then next we'll go into market structure, the core. These are the core fundamentals, the core foundations of technical analysis. So market structure, support and resistance, Japanese candlesticks, and the killer, the most important piece to our edge, supply and demand zones. If you understand how to trade supply and demand zones correctly, you will make a lot of money in the market because you will be on the side with those that are moving the market, going back to the law of supply and demand. And then we will get into learning the ProfitX setups, those that have edge. The ProfitX setups, those that have edge, those that I trade every day. We will study. I will show you 10 of them, but we will focus on the top 6. If you get these top 6 down and master them, then you will be able to make money. You'll be able to get funded. You'll be able to get profit splits. And then, so that's just the study part. That's knowledge, studying. Stage 2 is performance and training. So during stage 2, we will build the playbook. I will show you how to build your own playbook. I will show you how to personalize your setups, personalize your risk management plan, and your daily report card. And then we will go through how to master the setups that are in your playbook, how to build mental representations that will allow you to quickly execute in the market when you see those setups. This is a part of the performance. This is a part of the execution part that of the course that you need, because knowing the setups, knowing the patterns, knowing your confirmations is one battle, but a bigger battle is seeing them in real time and knowing how to trade them without hesitation, knowing how to trade them through losses. I will show you how I was down in a challenge and I kept trading my setups through losses and ended up beating the challenge. I will show you how in one day I was one trade away from beating a challenge and I took a loss. And that same day, my setup appeared again and I took it and then I won the challenge. These are the skills you have to build. So we will build trading skill and psychology, strong psychology in the demo first. This is one of the most important pieces to building a CPT, the demo. The demo is not to be overlooked. The demo is not to be diminished. The demo is not to be undervalued. The strongest traders started off in the demo in the big prop firms, and they don't put them in live until they demonstrate that they have certain skills, because the worry of money can interrupt the development of certain skills. So we will build certain skills in the demo account. Okay. Now, next we go to stage 3. This is all about funding, getting funded. So we will pass the free FTMO trial. I will show you my approach to trading the challenge. You will first pass the free FTMO trial using the plays in your playbook, not just random trades where you over risk. This is, if you do that, that is survival bias, right? You say, oh, I passed the free trial, but when I ask you about your trades, say, hey, can you send me your metrics? Well, you beat it in one trade because you just over leveraged. And this was just one scenario where things lined up in your favor, but you're going to pass the free trial using plays from your playbook. Then I highly recommend beating the MFF, My Forex Funds 5K challenge. It's only $49. When I say only, that's relative to where you live and the cost of living. But $49 for most people is not a lot of money. So you'll beat the 5K MFF challenge first because you won't have so much pressure. If you pay $650 for a challenge, depending on your cost of living and how much money you earn, that's a lot more pressure than paying $50 for the 5K challenge in order to warm up, in order to practice and build your confidence. So you will go through the challenge and verification. Getting a profit split from your 5K account is something honorable. 10% on that account is $500. 5% on that account is $250. So that getting that profit split will be a good for your confidence, as well as it will you will have time to learn and trust your playbook and get intimate with your playbook, gain confidence in your playbook and see real results. And then from there, you can take a larger account challenge of your choice. You can actually use the money from the profit split to pay for another challenge. And this also will relieve some of the pressure that you have when taking the larger challenges. So we'll get into all of this a little bit more, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give out shirts. If you get funded, I will give you a white shirt. I will mail it to you. I will mail you a white shirt. And this means that you are a part of the ProfitX funded students. If you make 25K in profits from your funded challenge, I will send you a blue shirt, as well as some more special rewards. And then if you get 100K in profits, I will personally visit you and give you a black shirt. We'll have dinner, and there'll be some more things that will come along with you hitting the black shirt crew. So we are a community, but we are going to grow. My hope is to grow a team. We will grow much further than this course. This is just the beginning. So this is the path. Check the download section. There should be a checklist that's more detailed that will cover all of the minor details of each one of these stages. Print that checklist out. Use that checklist as a guide to ensure that you get what you need from each stage of the course. Please leave your comments in the comment section, your questions in the comment section. Reach out to me on Discord. See you in the next video.